Welcome back to the Charismatic Voice. I have been saving this one for a moment when I felt absolutely silly. Taxes are done. I just finished updating my computer's operating system and my son is potty training. So, oops, I did it again, as performed by PMJ featuring Haley Reinhart is incoming. Let's get to it. Ooh.
I think I did it again. I made you believe we're more than just friends. Oh, baby, it might seem like a crush, but it doesn't mean that I'm serious. 'Cause to lose all my senses, that is just so typically me. Oh, baby, baby, oops, I did it again.
Wow.
I played with your heart, got lost in the game. Oh, baby, baby, oops, you think I'm in love, that I'm sent from above. I'm not that innocent.
This is fabulous. Like, it is so full of tiny little vocal expressions everywhere. It's amazing. I feel like it's just overflowing. It's brimming with vocal expression. Also, she had so many fun things with registration. Haley Reinhart is a goddess when it comes to vocal expression, right? And then, of course, PMJ, Scott Bradley, legends when it comes to arranging something in a way that is totally unexpected. I've seen them in concert, loved that too. Really, really fun act to watch. So we're gonna go back to the beginning. So smoky. Even in the pause there, look at that. It's like, boom, I gotcha. It is very Marilyn Monroe. Okay. One of the things I love is when singers experiment with the sound of inhaling to make their inhales mean something. I guess I was talking with Lolly, the fairy voice mother. Y'all know her as Awesome Channel. She knows her stuff. I really like her. We were talking recently about beatboxing and how beatboxers particularly use the inhales. And I think that as voice technique, especially contemporary vocal technique, continues to evolve, we'll start seeing a lot more done with those inhales. Haley does some really cool stuff here.
I think I did it again. I made you believe we're more than just friends. Oh, baby, it might seem like a crush, but it doesn't mean that I'm serious.
I love that run with the little yodel to begin it. That is, it's exquisite, right? It's, my goodness. I want to think of some sort of bubbling drink that it's just got the bubble sort of overflowing for a bit. It's like when you open a Topo Chico, you go, and suddenly it overflows, right? The carbonation just goes all out. That's what just happened. The opening was the little yodel, and then all of the trembles down in the form of vocal runs. That was all of the water leaving and creating not as much of a mess because it's water, it's carbonated water. Topo Chico should probably sponsor this channel because of how much I talk about it. But at least it's not soda and you don't have sticky goo to clean up.
It doesn't mean that I'm serious.
There we go.
'Cause to lose all my senses, that is just so typically me. Oh, baby, baby, oops, I did it again.
I love her eyes, her body expression, and the vocal flip up on Oops. It really sounds like she had so much fun. Right. This is so much better than the Brittney Spears version. It's hilarious. It makes you want to have fun too.
My senses, that is just
beautiful.
so typically me. Oh, baby, baby, oops, I did it again.
Oh my gosh.
I played with your heart, got lost in the game.
It's so fascinating listening to the way she shifts between not just different vocal registers, meaning chest or head, or some people call mixer register. She navigates essentially what muscle or set of muscles is dominant in the creation of sound very easily. She also is playing around a lot with pharyngeal space. It's really affecting the resonance of the sound. Sometimes you'll have a much deeper sound all of a sudden, and she is maximizing this dynamic variation in her sound from so many different perspectives, whether it's muscle activation, spacing, breath effects, lots of breath, not as much breath, just the breath. There's so many different facets of tone quality that she's bringing in. It has a very dynamic movement between all of them. There's a lot of pharyngeal space. So check that out one more time. That's forward. And then it goes back. There's that breath in again. She's so deliberate with her breaths. I have to mention one other thing, though. She lets this air come in between, almost creating different onsets with the air as she's coming down here. It's an interesting effect. Baby, oops, you think I'm in love, that I'm sent from above. Right there. She's essentially letting the phonation stop between notes there and adding a little air. Again, very playful with how much breath is in the sound, or maybe just having pure breath as the sound. I'm in love, that I'm sent from above. I'm not the innocent. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. The little slide up on that one. Wow. You see, my problem is this. I'm dreaming away, wishing that you must digitally exist. I cry watching her dance. Did you see I'm a fool in so many ways? 'Cause you lose. Wow. It's so rapid. All of these little switchings back and forth. You guys hear me talk about code switching sometimes when I'm describing clean vocals and harsh vocals, and the ability to switch from one set of muscles to another set of muscles very, very quickly. She's doing something that's similar in the way she's so rapidly going back and forth between different timbres. It's really cool. In so many ways. That's so light and forward. And when she goes into that section, she has a much, much heavier tone. And she's also adding a little bit of rattle there. Probably a retinoid, probably some arytenoids in there, but it'd be hard to really know for sure unless we had a camera down her throat. That rattle is nice. So fascinating how much movement she's coordinating with this too. Right? She had a lot of the same movements during the chorus that time that she did the first time. So I think that this isn't just sort of off the cuff, fun, organic movements. I think she's actually choreographed quite a bit of this. Maybe she did that with a team, and I don't know, maybe that was something that they put together for this video just specifically, or maybe they were going on tour and she was putting that choreography in. I do know that in the performance I saw of them here in Tucson, they had some fantastic choreography. The whole through line of the show was just totally brilliant. Very, very worth watching. Oops, you think I'm in love, that I'm sent from above. I'm not I love the flute in there, yes! Oh my gosh. She's just having a great time. The whole band is too, though. Even though they look so chill, it's like they're chill, but they let the emotion flow still. It just was so nice. It almost had a samba kind of feel we went into here. So interesting how she plays with her vibrato there too. She's really brought a lot of different styles from great jazz singers into her voice. Obviously that rattle sound really became particularly popular with Louis Armstrong, but the way she brings in or plays with vibrato reminds me a lot of Ella Fitzgerald as well. As she was starting her sound here, she started and immediately went into a very wide vibrato and then brought it back. Right there. And has just a tiny bit of that wide vibrato at the end. Wow. Okay, we're going to go back a little bit here. This is a great example of the difference between really belting something versus flipping up into your head voice. There we go. Oh, I couldn't have stopped at a better spot. Nailed it. Right there. Right when she flipped over there, that was going into her head voice. She's belting the other time. Now, a lot of people ask me what is belting, and different people will define it in different ways. I usually describe belting as going higher in pitch while maintaining a lower register. So people can totally belt in their chest voice, and opera singers will often just belt in their head voice, but they'll be really much, much, much higher when they're belting in their head voice. It often, in a female's voice in particular, it counts for male too, it tends to involve more of a thicker vocal fold connection, so more TA, thyroid dominance in the sound. So it's just a heavier, more powerful sound. And flipping over means that you let that dominance switch and the sound will suddenly become much, much lighter, which is what the flip into head voice is. She's belting there. Flip there. Right, that when you are able to hear the difference really in the timbre and hear how suddenly it becomes a little more clear and fluty when she flips over, over time, those things become really, really obvious to hear, especially if you've worked on that in here and you can almost feel like a light switch that can be turned on and off. All belts there. And she mixes nicely there. And that's all. That moment where she went up there, again, head voice, it got a lot more pristine, essentially. Flip there. And back in. She is navigating between her registers phenomenally. Well enough that I can't say words. I like the way she really shifted the focus here to more rhythmic singing because she's done all of these crazy, awesome runs. And so even in the group, they've shifted it to be much more direct hits, a little less complex. Pop a heel. Let's go back one more time. I know it's wrapping up in here, but check out again the way she's using that registration. This is such a great performance to listen to how female registers can work. And if you are a lady trying to train your registers and learn how to cross those a little bit more, especially if you're working on some of that really high belting in your chest voice, oh, this would be a great song to work on. There's some beautiful head voice. And then she mixes it back down. One more time. You can almost even hear exactly where it breaks in there. One other thing that's really interesting, I know, sorry, I keep stopping so many moments, but she has so many details in voice that are really worth exploring. One of the things I hear frequently is that when she uses an ooh vowel, it seems to be more willing to flip. That is really, really common with people having a preferred vowel in one register versus another register. Ooh can be a really great one for the head voice in particular, and having something a little bit wider and more open, literally having your mouth more open and wide, that can work a little bit better for belting for some people, but every body is different. Every body is literally different. So if you find yourself just finding it easier to sing ah in head voice versus e in chest voice, run with it. Just figure out what your preferences are and then lean into that to help you discover how to play with more colors, more crossing, and more control of register flips. Let's go back a little more. There's that beautiful flip. Really good cross. Nice singing through your in. Oh, so mysterious. Boom. I like this version so much more than the original, and I especially love Haley singing it. She is exuberant in her expressions. They're just teeming, overflowing with joy and exploration. It's so much fun. And if y'all have never seen PMJ live, I highly, highly recommend it. If you want to see some more analysis of their music, check out this playlist over here, and may you fall more in love with music every day.